Hey. Lisa here, Front Row Promotions. How are you? How is everybody out there? Kandi, how are you?
Oh, my camera's working tonight. So,
Yay. Good. We have Mickey Lyxx in the house. Welcome to the show, Mickey. How are you? Uh-oh.
Oh
no. We'll get him back. Meanwhile,
Okay, so while we're waiting for Mickey to come back in, we'll
There
bring
he
Mickey
is.
in just a second. Is he here?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Mickey. All
welcome
right.
back.
Welcome to Front Row Promotions.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back.
Yes, I'm glad. We're both glad to have you back here. I think last time Kandi wasn't here, it was just me and you. But now Kandi gets to see you. Awesome. All right.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
I'm already amused. I love Mickey's sense of humor, dude.
Oh my God. Wait till you hear him play.
I'm glad to be back because you guys ask the best questions and just ask stuff that I feel like I can bring out my humor. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
Absolutely. We have fun here on Front Row Promotions.
Yes, we do.
We got it.
We appreciate that. All right.
Yes.
So, Mickey, before we really dive into things, I just wanted to take a couple minutes here, Lisa, if you're cool with it.
Yes.
So I have a very dear friend that is watching tonight. Now, let me preface that as well by saying that I think I can speak for Lisa when I say this. The community that we have as podcasters and radio hosts is such a tight-knit community. Like, we're so close with each other. And, you know, we're such huge fans of each other's shows. We're great friends. And we all want nothing but the best, and we'll do everything to support our fellow podcasters. I think I can speak for Lisa when I say that, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So let me tell you about a dear friend of mine, fellow podcaster. So I actually met her at Rock and Pod back in 2021. So she's the host of a show called Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. Now, guys, if you haven't watched this show yet, then what the hell are y'all waiting for? Like, this is the best of the best of the best. And I'm not just saying that. But let me tell you, Mama Mary is not doing that well right now. I know she's watching at home. So hello, Mama, love you. But Mama Mary has been battling cancer for a little bit, and she just had some surgery recently, some pretty invasive surgery. I'm happy to say that Mama Mary, I just spoke with her today. She's at home and she's resting and she's on the mend. She's doing okay for now, although she has to go back in for more surgery. Now, as you can imagine, that is putting a little bit of a dent on her and her family financially. So if you look on my page, my personal page at Kandi Burton on Facebook, I've shared a couple of links that there's some shows happening in Little Rock, Arkansas. If y'all are in the area, there's an event going on, a little bit of a fundraiser to help Mama Mary offset some of her medical bills. So go check out that link. Now, obviously, Mama Mary is very loved and respected all over America. So, I mean, if you're all not in the Arkansas area, the Little Rock, Arkansas area, there is, I believe, a GoFundMe, and I think there's a Cash App link as well for those of you that want to donate to her and help her out a little bit. Again, I will be posting those links on my personal page. And I really hope y'all can get together and help out Mama Mary. She's very dear to us in the podcasting community, and we want nothing but the best for her. And Again, she is watching tonight. I got her to tune in, so we're very, very happy about that. Mama Mary, yay. Big round of applause. You are one hell of a fighter, and I can't wait to see you again at the next Rock and Pod.
Yes.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And by the way, when Mickey, he's going to play a little bit of live music here for you all tonight. A little something special for you, Mama Mary. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, Lisa, over to you, my dear.
Awesome. The board is already blowing up. I'm telling you, we've got a lot of people on the board. Should I start with that, or I should just roll into it and then we'll bring it in?
Yeah. So those of you, she is tuned in. Yeah, Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. Awesome. Oh my gosh. We're so happy you could tune in, Mama Mary. And for those of you watching, again, send your love in the comments as well for Mama Mary. She can see the comments, so tune in Show her your love. Thank you so
I
much,
always
guys, for all
say
your support. We love you.
compliments, not comments. It's compliments. It's very complimenting. Yes. But anyway, Mickey, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing.
What you been up to?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys?
Great, wonderful. Couldn't be better.
Doing good.
I've been excited all day for this moment right here and right now.
Yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone at home watching is doing great. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mickey Lyxx. I'm a guitar player. I specialize in all things shred guitar, but I just love music and I love having a good time. If you know who I am and you're returning, how's it going?
That's right. Yes.
Mickey,
So
Mickey, would you
when
share?
did you start out? When did you start out knowing that you wanted to become a musician and especially a guitar player?
I would say at a very young age. I was always surrounded by music. Growing up, my dad owned a guitar store, so it was I should say growing up. Before I was born, he owned a guitar store, and then
Nice.
he sold it before I was born. And then growing up, though, I was always surrounded by music and guitar and stuff. So like Van Halen was always playing on the radio. You know, and it was just so I always appreciated music growing up, but it wasn't until age 12. I used to be a very serious hockey player, and I got a bad injury, and I just decided to try it, see how I liked it. And it ended up going from something that I was like, okay, let's see if I like it, to like now this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's been a great journey. It's been like I've been playing now for 7 years, and it's just been the greatest 7 years of my life.
That's amazing.
I mean,
doing
at
something that you
18
like, following your passion.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing. It's you wake up, and you eat, sleep, and breathe it.
That's good. Eat, sleep, play guitar, and sleep. Go repeat. Yes.
Yep.
I mean, you're 18, am I right? 18, 19?
19. Just turned 19 in April.
You're 19 now. Oh, you're
happy
awesome.
belated birthday.
Well, happy belated birthday, first of all. I mean, at 19 years old, you're already this accomplished. Like, I mean, congratulations. Guys, for those of you watching, this is proof. You put your mind to something and, you know, great things can happen. So good for you, Mickey.
Absolutely. There's some hearts, Kandi. Come on, throw them some love. There we go. That's what we do here. Loves. There we go. Woo! So when did you decide that it was going to be this kind of music, like this rock and roll, and like opposed to country? You know, you could have went twangy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that just comes from my upbringing and listening to bands like Van Halen and Pantera and Falling Reverse, Santa Cruz, all this heavy stuff. And so when I picked up the guitar, it was just kind of like, well, I want to play metal. You know, it wasn't a question of anything else. Even though, don't get me wrong, I love everything. I listen to about everything. I can comfortably say that, even if I'm not, you know, huge into one genre, I definitely listen to it. So even like you say country, like I love country. You know what I mean? Like I love it all. But right from the start, I was like, I like rock and metal, and this is what I want to do. And voila, this is what I'm doing now.
That's good. And you love it, and you just continue it and follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your
100%.
dreams.
100%.
Wow. Now you just come in off of a tour, didn't you?
I did. We just so I joined a band called Holy Mother with a good friend of mine, Mike Torelli, he's been in this band. He started it in the 90s, and they've gone through, you know, they've released albums and got, you know, successful in Europe and stuff. And so come August of last year, I was asked by him, he said, hey, we need a guitar player for this tour, and you know, possibly other things too, if you want to do it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say no to that.
I know. Like, it would be so cool.
Like, touring was always my dream, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. So yeah, we went on tour the month of December. It was all throughout Europe, and it was a really fun time. It was just great. It was so cool to see all the different countries and how, you know, over there they embrace metal in a different way, but in a very very into it, which is just awesome. So it's like every show is just
Wow.
Every show was like a gift. It was just fun. There was
Oh.
always something good going on.
That's good. That is so cool. That is good. Yeah, I was following some of your pictures, and I'm like, wow. I know I don't think I'll ever get the chance to go there, but it's always nice to watch someone else explore and see the things that you can do and what's out there and what it looks like.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, how long was the tour out there?
So the tour was a month, and we did, just a rough guesstimate, I'm going to say 13 countries.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we just went around for the month of December. I think it started in late November. We got there, and then it ended like right before Christmas. Like I was home, I think December 23rd I came home.
Wow, right before Christmas.
Right, yeah, right. So it was nice because I got to do all my Christmas shopping done in Europe, which is kind of cool. So it's like someone shows up to Christmas Day with like an Amazon gift. They're like, I got you this from Amazon. I'm like, yeah, I got this for you for Bratislava. It's like,
there you go.
Beat that.
Top
like, that's
that.
cool. Yeah, so it was nice to be there. And especially you see like how Poland, Germany, they celebrate Christmas. They're like, they do villages and it's intense. They get into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're really like, did you find any mosh pits out there, or was it none of that?
Yeah, there was some of our shows where it definitely, so I would say one country I would definitely bring up is Poland. We played 3 dates in Poland. I'm gonna butcher the names here because I'm not fluent, but so we played Warsaw, Wrocław, and Chorzów.
Okay.
We played those 3 cities, and all shows were just crazy. Like the fans are into it. Like everyone's just, it's you walk into the venue and it feels like it's 84. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's like everyone has that mentality of just rock and metal. It's like, okay, I like this.
You get that vibe like you're back in 1984. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I never got to experience that vibe, but it was good to experience it for the first time.
I love the 80s. Yes, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect
I do too, even though I didn't grow up in it.
Right, that's true. Yeah, but it's best that you. I love seeing the young ones, like because you're much younger than I am, and I love seeing you guys loving the 80s. And Kandi, why are you laughing? Because see, my daughter's 23, and she doesn't like my music.
You amuse me every day. Go on.
Go on.
But I just love seeing you guys out there that love the music and you weren't around it, but it's still out there.
And you know what? All joking aside, I get what you're saying, because this type of music, this genre of music, it really is a dying breed. And without people like Mickey Lyxx, I mean, you're 19 and you're already playing all this awesome, 70s, 80s, whatever. I mean, you're keeping it alive. You and so many other people,
oh my God,
talented musicians keeping it alive. So I get what you're saying. So Mickey, thank you for that.
Yes,
thank you for the support. I mean, this is one thing is I love the music, but I can't do it without people supporting it. So yeah, when the support comes, it's like, that's great. And you can see that rock isn't dead. Metal isn't dead. It's nowhere near dead. It's just discovering the right people and, the younger generation bringing it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gene Simmons is dead wrong on that one. He said rock is dead, but no.
Never will be. No. No. Who did this? Ronnie James Dio. He created. Thank you, Ronnie. I love this because rock will never die.
No.
Never die at all.
Agreed. No. All right, so I figure I guess I can play you guys something. Since,
sure.
So what I want to do, I guess, let me play, and then you guys said there were some questions, right?
Oh, your board is blowing up.
Okay.
Yes. And then we'll go to the board, and then we'll come back to some more questions. Yes.
Do we have our girl Mama Mary set up? I think you've got a little bit of a surprise for her, right?
I do. We'll get to that later.
Awesome. Okay.
So first one I'm gonna do if my computer loads. So I know this is Lisa's favorite, so I'm going to do it. And she was kind enough to make this the theme for the show throughout every interview. So this is a song I did
thank
with,
you for giving me the permission to do that.
no problem. So this was a song I did with longtime teacher and like just someone who really took me under my his wing, Jackie Vincent from Falling Reverse. He did this. He collabed on this song with me. He did like dueling solos, and this turned out to be one of my favorite tracks I've ever done. And even I was fortunate enough to get to do this one live in Europe. It was part of our set every show, and it was just so much fun to do. And it, like, for me, out of all the stuff I've recorded and written, this will always hold a special place in my heart because it has so many meanings. Between, you know, getting to play with someone who was my icon, even when I didn't play guitar, I was like, that's it. And then I became very close with him and became my teacher. And then getting to do this on the road, it has so many meanings to me, and it's just fun to play. So I'm going to start it with Forza.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
I just want to make sure you guys can hear this.
Yes.
Cool. All right. I don't want to blow it out too much here.
So you can crank it up as loud as you want. I love it. I play it in my car. Kandi, I love this song. Uh-oh. You're frozen. Just a little technical difficulty, but it's okay. He'll be back. Oh my goodness. What do you think, Kandi? What do you think?
I mean, the dude is talented. Can I say? He's talented.
Yes, very talented. I mean, back in the day, you know, we thought Eddie Van Halen, you know, that's what we had back in the day. but shoot.
Oh.
Then there's Mickey. Wow.
Did my stream just crash?
Yeah, you kind of froze and it kicked you out, and I had to bring you back in.
Lisa, hang on.
Let me make it up. I'll just noodle for like 20 seconds to make it up, if that's cool.
Okay.
There we go. That should make it up.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, sorry about it crashing. I don't know what just happened.
That's okay. We have technical difficulties all the time here. It comes and goes, and you just never know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And that one was called Forza, everybody. Forza. And that was my favorite one from Mickey. Yay! Thank you, Mickey, for playing.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Should we go to the board, Kandi?
Yeah, I think I'll take the lead on this one.
You want to go right ahead, girlfriend.
Absolutely. So everybody, like you said, everybody's tuned in. Mama Mary, again, shout out to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and letting us keep you company here. My mom is tuned in. Thank you so much. And a little shout out to my mom as well. She sponsored Lisa and I to make Rockin' Pod a reality this year. So thank you. Now, if y'all are tuned in through Facebook, either give StreamYard permission to use your name or put your name next to your question so we know who you are. Let me see here. Holy Mother's tuned in. They say, what's up, Mickey Lyxx?
Woo!
Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see. If I say this name wrong, I am so sorry. Is it Zimzy is tuned in? Mickey Lyxx, hello. Yes, the Jackie collab is how I found out about you. Holy Mother, yep. Forza, they recognize that song for sure. Zimzy says that, Mickey, you melted the internet with the shreds.
Oh my Lord.
He actually does have a question. Mrs. Mickey, are you touring the USA anytime soon?
So no confirmed dates just yet that I can get. I can definitely say, yeah, there's some, in the future, definitely. No confirmed dates right now because, so I am with Holy Mother, they commented, so hello to the folks. We're going to be doing a local show here. I think it's July 14th, 89 North of Patchogue. It's this nice big venue. We're going to be playing with a band called Emerald Rising. We're going to be doing a double book night, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great music, and it's going to be a good way to kick off our kind of summer playing because we're going to be in Germany for 2 festivals. One that I cannot say yet, although I really want to. The other one is going to be Headbangers Open Air July 29th, and that's in Germany, and that's going to be a huge festival. It's going to be so much fun. So we're just getting all ready over here. And, yeah, so as far as the U.S. goes, hopefully soon, nothing I can report just yet.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, they're
coming up, and that's what you got rolling.
Yeah, so he's blowing up the board. He really wants to see you live. So Michael Lusos, I hope I said that right, says, love the Charvel guitars. Hell yeah, Mickey.
Yes.
Well, I'm fortunate enough to be endorsed by this wonderful brand. I would just like to take a second here to thank all my endorsements. Lyxx strings, they give me the best strings. They last the longest. They're wonderful, and they're nothing but kind to me. That was my first endorsement, and they're the greatest. Charvel guitars, which I'm playing now, and a lot of is in the background. They are the sweetest. My rep, Mike, just a wonderful guy, and, they continue putting out the best guitars, and I love them. And then FU Tone, great products, and I love using them. So thank you to those 3 for just being wonderful and endorsing me.
Awesome. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Mama Mary, again, she is tuned in, and she's blowing up our board. She has a good question for you. Mickey, what is your favorite riff? And what are your 2 top players you dream of playing the stage with?
Favorite riff and 2 players that I want to share the stage with. Okay, favorite riff's gonna be like a very that's like a very changes question. One that I can say I can always come back to because I always love. Let's see if I can Okay, let me see if I can remember it. I'll let you guys guess it, and anyone who's on the board can probably guess it.
All right.
Is it Van Halen?
It is not Van Halen.
It's not Van Halen. Okay.
So it is, for anyone who guessed, Round and Round, Rat.
Oh,
damn!
okay.
I
Same
did it
era.
now.
See, I'm testing your
Walking.
80s knowledge right now. I'm testing everyone's 80s knowledge right now.
Round and Round. That's a good band. I saw Rat. They opened up for Poison back in I think 2007, if I'm not
Rat
mistaken.
Poison.
Yeah, Round. Holy Mother got it. Round and Round. Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
and as
And-
far as two guitar players I'd love to share the stage with, oh, see, here's the thing, is I'm going to kick myself after this and be like, I should have said this person. I know I am. I know that's the type of person I am. I mean, Steve Vai is one that's always just, Steve Vai's phenomenal. Because I love so many guitar players. That's why this is so tough. Like, Jackie's another one. I never got to share the stage with him. And, like, if we're, if we're including, like, guitar players in their prime and say maybe passed away, or so, like, I love Jason Becker, and I know he's got ALS right now, so he's dealing with that. Eddie Van Halen, obviously love. Warren DeMartini. Oh, there we go. That's one. Warren DeMartini.
Warren DeMartini.
So
Yeah.
I'm a huge DeMartini guy. I'm actually, you know what's funny? As we speak, tomorrow I'm getting my first tattoo, and I'm getting a Warren DeMartini thing on my arm.
Get out. Yes.
Yeah,
sweet.
our first tattoo ever, and I'm like, I want Warren, because I grew up loving Rat and DeMartini, and so one of his guitars it's this guitar right here. It's got this on, like the swords and stuff. I'm getting that on there because I'm like, I love that.
There you go.
So I guess DeMartini would be an answer, and then give me like DeMartini and Vai, but I feel like I'm definitely missing everyone.
It's really hard to choose. Yeah. There's so many talented
definitely.
there. For sure. Let me see. We got another question, comment. Hell yeah, good choices from Mama Mary. Absolutely. Thank you for the question, Mama Mary.
Yes.
My mom has a question. She says, would you have liked to have played with Alexi Laiho?
Oh, 100%. He's a phenomenal player. He's a absolutely phenomenal player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're in our family, we're a little bit connected to the Children of Bodom camp.
Okay.
Not to give away all the details, but my brother's a cancer survivor. And right before he went through his chemotherapy treatments, we had arranged a visit. So he got like all access passes. My mom, my dad, they got access to go and hang out with the band on the bus. And Alexi Laiho and that whole camp, they were just so cool to him while he was, sick and going through his treatments. And even after, like they would always, there's just much love to that camp and that family. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let me see. Do we have any other questions yet? Not quite yet. Oh, Yngwie Malmsteen. Yes. Holy Mother says Yngwie Malmsteen is a good one. Yep. Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yeah. I saw him in a Lita Ford concert one time.
I'm sorry, you guys just cut out for me for a second. Can you repeat the question?
No, just Holy Mother commented and said Yngwie Malmsteen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I love Yngwie. I don't know if I can live out a whole Yngwie song in full, but I love Yngwie. I would stop.
What about Blitzkrieg? I think that's how you say it. Blitzkrieg, you know that one?
Which one?
Blitzkrieg.
Oh, no, I don't. I was working on the other day. I was just noodling when I was doing what is it? Rising Force, that whole.
I love it.
That's a good song. I do love it.
Yes.
Let me see. We have another question. Again, if I'm saying this name wrong, I'm very sorry. Zimzi, what was it like learning from Jackie? He seems so chill.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that is definitely 100% true. He was very, very laid back, chill guy. But I have to say, I have my personal list of like musicians that I've played with that have just been like have impacted me in huge ways, and I put them on a spectrum of like how like this is how I put them on my like spectrum of like how like theory based they are to how just like winging it they are, and that's how I usually judge them, and it's just so I'm like, okay, like this guy I've played with is phenomenal. He has no clue what he's doing, but he's fucking great. But so Jackie was one of the guys that I played with. I would say overall, like just the most theory based but monster musician. He had a reason for everything and why he would do it, and his phrasing was amazing. His speed was great. Everything about him was just, and he still is. I mean, I'm still in touch with the guy. He's just a phenomenal player. So, like, for me, it was just great to teach under him because this was someone I idolized as a kid, even when I didn't play. And, like, I feel like he taught me a lot of stuff on and off the instrument as far as, like on the instrument, just learning, bringing me to a next level. Although I don't believe in true mastery of anything because you can always get better. Oh, he would just bring me to new levels and new heights. And even off the guitar, just mentality of like, we always had this saying of, I think it was make progress every day. That was one thing. And I try to stick by it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's hard. I will admit that. Sometimes you get a little off track, but I always and I'm on it. I'm on track right now. I like the saying, just make progress every day, even if it's this much, even if it's the smallest amount. Make progress every day. And I look at that and I review it and I'm like, it's something that's just such a blanket statement, but I view as a goal.
Right. That's good. I like it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got another viewer tuned in through Facebook. Again, if y'all are tuned in through Facebook, please put your name next to your question so we can give you credit for it. But the question is there any new Mickey Lyxx music coming, hopefully in the not so distant future?
Ooh. See now, this is what I'm gonna say about this. Honestly, I've been very since I've joined Holy Mother, I've been very involved in we're recording right now, so we are coming up with some new stuff. As far as me goes, I do have, I would say, 2 to 3 songs that are done, but I need to like go ahead with them. You know what I mean? Like I have to get a video done and everything and put it all together and get ready for release. And I've just been so busy that I'm like, I just don't have the time to do that right now. But it's been in the talks that I do have to get back to that, what I was doing as far as just like, there was a span there where like I've written and recorded 5 songs in like 3 months, where it was just bang, 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 bang. I was in the studio every day, focused, like didn't matter. I was getting it done. And then like, as life goes on, I start to play out and, touring and stuff. It's hard to have that, like, trust me, if it was up to me, I would 100% take a month, go to the middle of nowhere in a cabin and just play and write and record. That sounds like a dream vacation to me.
There you go. Yes.
Take my phone away even. I don't even need my phone. Like, and just get to sit down and just write. Like, I would love that. So I do have ideas, and I would say I can definitely comfortably say there will be new music in 2023. There will be.
Awesome.
I will release new music in 2023. I'm making that promise to myself now. And I'm making that promise to everyone watching this that I will do that. And I won't not do it. But yeah, so I just gotta get videos done and everything. And I'm excited to release new music 100%. And I think what I'm writing now, I would have to say, and I don't want to give anything away, is definitely different from what I do. It's not, I feel like there's going to be a lot of ideas that you guys hear that are going to be like, this is different from the first album. Because, as much as my roots are shred guitar, and I am a shred guitar player, I am all about speed and fast, I would say the new music that you guys are going to hear is definitely going to be a little bit of a change of pace. So I would just prepping everyone for that now. So when you're like, this isn't like, although yes, I'm definitely going to write more instrumental stuff because it's like a pleasure of mine. I just love writing instrumentals. I'm gonna change over a bit and do some new stuff that maybe you guys wouldn't expect from me.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to that, and so is everybody else that's tuned in.
Absolutely.
Again, shout out to Mama Mary. She has a really good question for you. What was the age that you decided you wanted to do this on a professional level for the rest of your life?
I picked it up at age 12, but I would say for the first 2 years, it probably wasn't like.
Sorry, hang on 1 second. Lisa,
Yeah.
you might want to check Gio in the background. I think she might be messing up with your sign.
Okay, hold
Fight your
tight.
sign.
I got a puppy.
I'm
You're all good.
sorry.
We all
I'm
deal with
sorry to
dogs. I got a
interrupt
dog
you.
too at home. He's a riot, but I love him.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mickey. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think it was like, I don't think there was ever like, I guess because like it set in stages for me. Like it was ages like 12 to 14, I was just having fun with it. And then 14 to 15, I kind of realized that I had like more of a passion for it. But I guess when it was becoming what I am now, as far as going under Mickey Lyxx and everything, was when I realized like we have something here, and like I want to do this. You know, it was a big decision for me to decide to really go through with this, especially like because I'm 19 now, so this year technically would have been my first year in college, but I decided I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go to college because I want to commit to this and I want to give this my everything, because I don't want to look back and go, I didn't give this my all. I am never, I can hold myself to this. I am never a what if guy. I am never a what if guy. I need to know if it happens, it happens. If it didn't, I tried. You know what I mean?
You know, I can respect that 100%. Yeah.
So for me, it was I would say age 16 when I first like went under this whole Mickey Lyxx thing, and I released my first song and everything, and it started to get traction, and it was just picking up. I was like, this is serious. Like this isn't like no longer like playing in my bedroom. Like, this is serious stuff. And then like, so it just got more from there. And like, as time went on, it's like, oh, I'm in a magazine now. Oh, I'm endorsed. It's like, oh, okay. So it's like, as it's going on, it's just like, I guess this is serious. So, but now it's like, yes, it is my career and it's my profession. But as much as it is my career, it's also my passion and my love.
Yes, I was waiting for that. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100% it is. Because like I said, it's like, I don't like, I don't want to be a what if guy, but I'm also one of those people that I want to love what I'm doing. And like, I love the quote, it's, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yep.
I love what I do. I'm not working. I'm just having fun.
There you go.
You're making a career out of something you're passionate about. There's nothing better than that.
I love that. Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, are we cutting out again? There we go. All right, he's back. Good.
Okay, good.
What do you say we take another musical break, Mickey?
I gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have to just set up with this. So if you guys could just like talk just for a bit, because
yeah, no, you got it. You got it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, shout out to everyone that is tuned in. The message boards have been blowing up tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane. Oh, and we looking in the chat, Mama Mary and my mom are striking up a conversation. That is the coolest thing ever.
That would be a good time for me to practice my stand-up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Why'd the turkey cross the road?
Guitar.
Okay, there we go. We're cutting on.
Turkey crossed the road as he proved he didn't want to be a chicken. I don't know. This is why I don't do stand-up.
I don't know. I can't tell a joke.
Hey, we got a career in this. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys should get comedy going.
All right.
Okay,
Mickey,
so
all you, my friend.
I want to dedicate this one to Mary.
Yay!
I'm excited to play. Actually, I actually really like playing this one, so I'm glad you guys brought this up. This is my favorite band, so let's get it going. Also, if I stop for a second, that's just because I'm gonna like if I just reach over, I'm just adjusting levels because I'm not too familiar with levels on this.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh no.
Oh. Woo! Oh,
Damn.
I know. This internet crap.
He's playing.
Wow! Animal.
All right.
Awesome. And we have a
Mama's
big,
Play that song.
watching.
yes.
Mickey, I think your mother's watching.
Ah!
Mama Lyxx in the house. Hi, Mama Lyxx.
Hi, Mom.
Very cool. So there you go. Mama Mary, that one was for you from Mickey Lyxx. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it.
and Candy's mom said, awesome. Now we have a fan also. She's a big fan of yours, and her name's Amy. And Amy Gellick, and she can't get on for nothing. She can't. I don't know why, because we're live. Everything's running smooth. YouTube, I gave her the YouTube connection, and still she can't get on. I don't know what's going on with her connection. But she did want me to say to you, she wanted me to make sure she wanted to let you know how incredibly amazingly talented you are, and she loves to listen to you play.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it sucks she couldn't tune in, but
I know.
connection,
But I can always send us through a replay, but it's not the same as, of course, as being live.
Yeah,
Seeing it when it's going on. Yes.
Well, I know Amy, when she normally tunes into our show, she usually asks our guest what their favorite Aerosmith song is. So would you care to chime in on that?
Favorite Aerosmith song? Ooh. That's because I gotta think, because I feel like there's the two eras of Aerosmith, right? There's like 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the alternative route and pick one of each. I guess for the 70s, I really like Train Kept a Rolling. I really like that.
Oh yeah.
It has like a very like just toughness to it. I like it. As far as 80s Aerosmith goes, you know what? I really like Love in an Elevator. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's kind of like it's a little cheesy, I guess, but it's a fun song and it's got a good groove. It's just got a really good groove.
Yeah, definitely.
I know it's about making love in an elevator, but I mean, I can see past that. Me personally, I can see past that. I think it's a great song.
It's a good song. Yeah, it's got a good groove, got a good beat to it. Yeah.
100%.
That's awesome. Okay. Wow, our board is blowing up.
It's blowing up, Mickey. You're amazing.
Post my mom's question, the latest comment there.
Yeah.
Post that one on the screen.
Yes, you got it.
Mickey,
how many no, that's a dreaded question. That's the dreaded question because I don't know. That's the problem. Is something you guys should know is I have a problem with collecting things.
Uh-oh.
So when I get hooked on something, I don't breeze through it. I do this hardcore. And it doesn't help that my dad is hardcore about this too. So I'm gonna say, rough guesstimate, it's between 50 and 60.
I love it.
Wow.
That's
you got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. Our friend Bobby Dreyer, part host of the Metal Summit, he has, I think, last I checked, almost 130 guitars.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, I didn't think I'd ever get beat, but I'm beat.
Lisa, last comment there from Mama Mary. Do you mind posting that one?
Sure.
So this one's for you, Mickey. Tell Mickey to send me a message when I recover enough to start shows back up. She wants you as a guest.
Yeah, 100%. I would be more than honored to join. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mom, you're in good hands with Mama Mary. She's very dear to us, and as I said, she is a beast in the podcasting world. So,
well, definitely, I'd love to be on.
I'll never forget, Mama Mary. I never told you this. If you're still tuned in here, I remember that day at Rock and Pod. I was at the bar having drinks with the Metal Summit boys. You walked in with Ron, and you had the biggest smile on your face, and you walked in that room, and you commanded that frickin' room. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You just had this really awesome aura about you.
Aww. So. Send some love. I love
Absolutely. It. We got love for Mama Mary. Everybody tuned in. That's awesome. And you're very welcome. She says, thank you all for everything tonight. Absolutely. You know what? We got you, Mama Mary. We got you.
Yes.
We got you. Awesome. All right. Lisa, what do you think we do our next segment now? Our fun questions.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So anyone watching, you're free to chime in on this one on the comments. But Mickey, I want your honest to God answer, okay?
Here we go.
I'm scared now, but okay.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi? Oh no. Oh no. So many people are gonna hate me now. You said
Here, Lisa, hang on.
First and foremost, I would like to say I don't really drink soda. That is first of all.
Okay.
That's good.
You people are gonna hate me. When I did drink soda, I was more of a Pepsi guy.
Damn.
Pepsi! Yes! Yes!
See, that's why I was like, I'm afraid people are gonna hate me. Because I feel like Coke
always
is the
beats
popular
me.
answer.
Everybody chooses Coke. Hardly anybody chooses Pepsi, and Pepsi is like the best around. Oh, you know it. Yes, you do.
I'm so sorry, Kandi. I'm so sorry. I just remember when I did drink soda. I'm like, yeah, I'm more of a Pepsi guy.
See, I don't have the bottle, but Pepsi is in here.
I'm sorry to break any hearts at home. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
He's a Pepsi
It's
guy.
a funny
Ricky's a
question.
Pepsi guy.
It goes in a whole bunch of different directions. I remember we asked this question once, one of our guests that we had in Nashville, and she said, if I'm going to drink a Pepsi product, it's not Pepsi, it's Mountain Dew. She won't even touch Pepsi.
Oh yeah, because Pepsi does own a lot too. That's right.
Yeah.
That is true too. Yeah, I'm still more a Pepsi guy. You know, I don't want to break hearts, but
Yeah, I know what my mom is going to say. Yeah, Pepsi. I know. Mama
Yes,
Mary, I love
Pepsi's
everyone.
good.
Of course, Mama Mary, we love you. Okay, tell us, Coke or Pepsi, Mama Mary, tell us. The next question I usually ask in this segment, if you were stranded on a deserted island, what 5 items would you want to bring with you, Mickey?
oh jeez, that's always so tough. Well, guitar is one. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So just for the record, just so nobody so I get off this interview and no one goes, what the hell? No people. I'm not bringing people. Because if I say one person, then I know 50 other are gonna be like, oh, so you didn't bring me? I'm getting there. This boat was small. The boat was small. I wasn't allowed everyone. So in this case, no one goes. It's just me.
You're right.
I'm gonna take my guitar. Well, I would imagine I have clothes with me. I'm gonna take some type of weight with me so I can work out, just because that is important mentally. If I'm not working out, I've come to the point now where if I miss 2 days of not working out, I just freak out and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it because it's such a mental thing to me. So give me a guitar, give me a weight. See, I don't really want to say my phone. I really don't. You know what I mean? Because then I get so wrapped up in what is everyone doing? You know what I mean? Maybe I'll bring a bicycle. Maybe I'll finally learn how to ride a bike. No, I'm not doing that. That's one thing. I don't know how to ride a bike.
Oh.
I'm outing myself on that. I don't know how to ride a bike.
Okay.
But I'm not going to take that time to do that. So guitar, a weight. I don't want to say my phone because it's tough. Does the island have internet connection? Could I bring a TV with me?
Kandi? It's
Sure.
your question.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, so let's say a TV, so I can keep up at least because I'm a huge hockey fan, so I'd like to keep up with hockey.
Okay, sidebar, favorite hockey team?
Oh, so I'm a New York guy, so Islanders. What's your answer now?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay, sorry about the whole second round thing.
Oh, fuck off.
We got out in the first. It's fine.
Oh,
Somebody said, bring your huge suitcase.
It's a milestone. It's a milestone for us. We never make it past the first round. So hey, why not?
Yeah. Listen,
if I had to pick my second team, my heart is always with Nashville Predators. So
Nashville's all. You know what? I went to Nashville with my mom 2 years ago, and we had the time of our life. It was so much fun, and we went to a Predators game because she loves hockey too, and she's funny because she's she just goes because I'm going. She's like, this is great. So I had to teach her to stand up when they score. She's like, I'm standing up, okay. But she's even I went to one of the playoff games this year, and I'm like, no one's gonna want to go because tickets are ridiculously expensive. My mom's like,
Yeah.
hello. I'm like, you'll go? She's like, yeah, I'll go. She's the one person I'm like, she's a good hockey fan. But Nashville, great team and good atmosphere all around, just great.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right, so that's 3 items. So give us 2 more.
You know what? I would like a nice mattress.
Yeah.
I would like it. That way I'm not sleeping.
Gotta be cozy. Yes.
I would like a nice mattress. Okay, let's see what I got. I got guitar. I got weight. I got TV, and I got a mattress. So I need one more thing. Oh, see, this is tough because nothing's coming to mind right now. But like I said, I'm gonna come out of this and be like, I should have said that. And once again, for people watching, if you know me personally, I'm not bringing anyone because I don't want to bring one person and then get in trouble for it. Because I know I'll get texts being like, you didn't bring me? You didn't bring me? Am I not
Yeah.
Chill. I feel that. Listen, if it's up to me, I'd bring everyone. But one last thing. You know what? I'm gonna bring someone. but it's not a person. It's my dog. I'm bringing my dog.
Hey,
My dog is top of the chain, right? I'm taking him from home. He's coming with me, and we'll live together.
There you go.
That
Aww.
is awesome. Aw, good one. All right, Lisa, your turn. Go for it.
Okay, all right. So if you are going to, okay, let me back this up.
Do you want me to ask on your behalf so you don't get tongue-tied?
No, I got it.
Okay.
You're going to get in a hot tub time machine and you're going to go somewhere front. You can go forward, backward, anywhere in the world, time frame, wherever. It's your time zone. Where are you setting the clock to go? Or where you set to go?
There's so many good answers with that. See, now I could be like a total troll, be like, I'm gonna go to 72 and invent shred guitar, but but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just trying to think of like a good time frame that would be like nice to visit. I don't know. You know, because I feel like everyone always says like 80s Sunset Strip, LA, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like, cause like even location, because I'm very indecisive about location. I don't think location to me would matter. I would just want to see like just like early 80s, I guess. Like just see how everyone reacts to just like all this stuff coming out with music. Like, because I mean, early 80s was just like everything was coming out.
yes,
Everything was coming out. Like you got Maiden coming out, you got Priest releasing great stuff, Ozzy, Dio, White Snake, Rad. Like there's so much to name that it's just like I would like to see how the world reacts to that.
And how about Kiss? I mean, they took the makeup off in the early 80s too. Like that was just right?
That's true. That's it. Me personally, I love Kiss, but I like Kiss with the makeup.
True. Yeah, I got you.
That's one band that that is one band that I really do love. It's just I get it. People will have.
I actually have that album. I think when they first took the makeup off. You guys talk. I'll go grab it. Hang on.
and they had record stores. There's no record stores anymore.
Yeah. Well, we have very limited now. Also, I'm just reading chat now. I saw someone brought up my suitcase. I'll wait till. That totally skipped my mind. I'll wait till Kandi comes back on that one.
Yeah, I'll post it up there. That huge suitcase.
Okay. Oh my God, that was another story of
Here we go. Got it.
I can tell it. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's when they came out. Yeah, with that makeup.
So someone brought up my huge suitcase and it completely went over my head, but now I just noticed it. So that was before I left for the European tour. I went to my mom and I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. I just need your help. Like, could you just help me get my suitcase together? She's like, okay. She's like, I'm gonna go to Marshall's and I'm gonna get you a suitcase and I'm gonna come back. I'm like, okay. She comes back with like this suitcase like this tall, and I'm just, wow. She packs it all neatly and stuff, and I'm thinking I'm like, how am I gonna be able to pack all this stuff back? And like the thing is like an anchor, it's heavy and stuff, so I'm like trudging this thing around the airport, and they're giving me a problem about it. And finally we landed in Croatia, and I'm just like having to go through this suitcase. I was getting so mad because it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So finally we got to Paris, and I stopped at like one of those touristy shops, and I bought a suitcase that was like small, and I'm like, I'm transporting everything that I actually wear into this small suitcase. This big thing is just getting thrown in the van until this tour is done.
Oh.
And then I'll bring it back home. But so everyone was making fun of me in the band about my big suitcase. The big suitcase. It's like, okay, I get it. And that was, but it was nice to have. I guess for the first tour, you don't know what to expect. You don't know that you're not going to need a lot of clothes.
Yeah,
it's a womanly thing to get a really big suitcase.
I got one of those.
It's a womanly thing.
I think
I got one of those. My big pink one.
I should have. Yeah, mine was pink. No, it wasn't pink.
Oh, no.
It wasn't pink.
Love
it. Mine had Hello King on it.
That's so cool.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Keep it going, Lisa.
Okay, so one of my questions is what do you have on your bucket list? And, it could be something that you haven't done, or if it's just something on your bucket list that you want to do. It's like, what is that?
And it could be musically, Mickey, or it could be something in your personal life that you want to do.
That's a good question. Because you know what? I think I'm always constantly having to reevaluate a lot of goals. You know what I mean? I think this is a part of that as I grow as a musician. It's a lot of reevaluation of like, what really is success? You know what I mean? And what is like, so it's more of just personal. Like, how does this make you feel? And like for me, a lot of my goals I feel like I have reached, but there's a lot that I'm like, at this point, aren't really achieving things. It's more of just letting, like I want to keep touring, and my goal is to keep touring. And like for a while there, growing up, my goal was originally to, release music, and I did that. And then, like, even I remember as a kid sitting around with my friend, well, he was my buddy, and we would always play guitar. And I remember like just sitting around and going like, what if we were endorsed by like this company? And at the time, we were playing Charvel. I'm like, imagine we were endorsed by Charvel. You know how sick that would be? And now I look at it, and I am endorsed by them. And it's like, it makes me feel like a little kid again, where it's like, an instrument that I love so much. I'm a part of that family. A family of which, like, if you look at Charvel guitar's history, like, Eddie Van Halen played Charvel. Warren T. Martini played Charvel. Dickie Lee played Charvel. Like, all these amazing, and even new players, Angel Vivaldi, Rick Graham, like these guys, they play Charvel. So it feels so nice to be involved in a family like that, and especially a family, a brand that cares about their musicians. And that's one thing I take a lot of pride. Like I love about all of my endorsements is they take a lot of pride in their family of musicians. Like Lyxx treats me amazing, Charvel treats me amazing, Tone treats me amazing, and because they really care about their musicians and their product, and that's full-blown respect that. So that was one of my goals, and that was like the first time, like I didn't know what to do with myself when I got that Charvel endorsement. It was just kind of like I was freaking out.
Oh,
I don't want to go into detail, but like I was freaking out. And then touring was another thing of like, I guess when you're a musician, you're like, everyone's kind of like, I would love to tour. But when it happens, you're like, this is amazing.
It's like, almost like an out-of-body experience. It's an out-of-body experience, right?
Yeah, I have to say, and I hate to get so serious. I'll make sure to get more lightheaded. I'm lighthearted, not lightheaded. See, there we go. I don't need to get lightheaded. I would say when I was on the road, it was just kind of like I had probably the best time of my life because it was just wake up and play music, and there was no stress about it. There was no stress. And, it's like, because now, when you're home, you got your responsibilities and what you got to do and this and that. When you're on the road, it's like everyone knows you're on the road, and they're not trying to bug you with anything. Not that anyone bugs me by any means. but it's like you don't have like any responsibility, it feels. You're just out there, and you're like waking up in Germany, and you're like, I got a show tonight. And it's just, you just go, and it's just amazing. Even like you get so comfortable with the smallest things. So even like being in a van for like 5 hours driving to a new country. Well, honestly, we made fun out of it, and we made like it felt like I gained family out of it. Of like, with this whole Holy Mother, with the band, I love everyone, and like I'm super close with everyone, and like especially the person I knew the least out of everyone before even leaving, I ended up becoming close with in bassist Wayne Banks, who's he plays now for the Classic Rock Show, but he did stuff with Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees, Blaze Bayley of Iron Maiden.
Oh, Bee Gees.
Yeah, so
yes.
And so he kind of I had this sense of like Jackie very much helped me out with my guitar playing and a lot of mentality stuff.
Yeah.
I felt like when I went on the road, I met Wayne for the first time in Croatia because everyone else lives on the island, and we got to practice together, but I never met Wayne, never talked to him. And I was like, I don't know him. I don't know how I'm going to interact with him. And he ended up being like my best friend. And I still talk to him to this day. And I was so thankful for him because he showed me like the ropes of touring and just like living life on the road. because that's what his job is doing
Yeah.
that. And so it was just kind of like, it was so cool to just see how it actually goes, and not having to just like wing it. And listen, I'm huge into winging it. I'm 100% huge into winging it.
Yeah.
But to have someone there to guide you, it was just
perfect. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So it was just that whole experience. But as far as looking at my goals now, it's more of just I want to keep pushing. It's to me, it's not so much of a like I have something huge set up right now in my mind. It's just I just want to keep going uphill and keep going uphill and keep pushing, because I wake up every day and it's just like you got it. Like I mentioned earlier, make progress every day. That's what I'm doing.
That's good. I
Making
like
progress.
that.
And,
Yes.
and this is why I've felt so thankful with this band Holy Mother, and like especially a guy like Mike Torelli, who's just been absolutely amazing and has given me this opportunity. Is I feel like with this, it's just I'm seeing stuff that like I never thought I would.
Wow, it's like a dream come true.
Exactly. And so I'm always just so thankful to be wherever I am, and just I love it and I'm having fun.
Absolutely.
I love that. Mm.
Mickey, what was your very first concert you ever saw?
That's the question we needed to ask. Yes.
It was either 2017 or 2018. Iron Maiden with an opening of Ghost. That was a great
These
show.
are the magic words.
What was the magic word?
Ghost.
See,
That's my favorite band.
I love Ghost.
You know what? Talk amongst yourselves. We're gonna bring Ghost back into this in a minute. I gotta show you something very special to me.
Oh my
But so that
gosh.
was my first show, and that was honestly, I think, probably one of the best shows. I have to say, as like years have gone, I don't go to as many shows as I would like now. Like I think the last show I went to was Steel Panther.
Okay.
And they're a great show.
Yeah.
I don't get to go to as many as I would like, just because it's always like, I got a gig that weekend. I can't. But that show was just like, that was my introduction to like seeing a real show and seeing Maiden, which is a band I grew up with, and then Ghost, who I never heard of, but like was just like, oh my god.
Did you have good seats? Did you sit like close to the front, or
I think I was a little bit further back, but it was still amazing.
it was still
he
good?
started out with a bang. I mean, Iron Maiden and Ghost.
That's that's super cool right there. Yeah, that's a good connection.
So okay. Anytime somebody mentions Ghost, I have a little
Watch out.
Oh, no. Is it
Let me
like a
tell you.
whiteboard of like when people mention Ghost, you jot it down?
Yeah. So I discovered Ghost around 2014, 2015. And at the time, and now to some degree I still am, but at the time I was really not doing well mentally.
Okay.
So I was dealing with depression, anxiety, and I wasn't getting, like treated for it yet, right? So so I had to find an outlet. I was trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to get my mind off of things? What can I do to sort of escape and, feel like I'm in a safe place to collect my thoughts and not give up and stuff. So I discovered Ghost. Mm-hmm. And it was because of Ghost that I did not end up 6 feet under. Let's put it that way. Okay. So at that point, I'm like, okay, my bucket list is going to expand now. I need to go see Ghost. I need to meet them. I need to shake the guy's hand and say, hey, your music saved me from depression. So 2018 rolls around, December 2018. I will never forget this. So they came to Toronto and it was just them. Then they did a freaking 3-hour show that night. It was great. But it was also ridiculously cold outside. I think it was like minus 25 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. And I had layers and I waited outside for almost 5 hours. Sure enough, the dude walked out, and I had made a sign that he didn't sign it this time, but he came out to buy us. He shook my hand. I told him why I was there, and he gave me a night to remember. I was right in the front, and he kept in character, but kept waving and acknowledging me while he was up there. Now this past September, I got to see them again, only this time I brought my sign with me. That says, right?
Yeah.
And if you look really, really close, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So that is Chris Catalyst, one of their guitar players. That he was just super nice. And there's Per Erickson right there, their lead guitar player. So they both signed it for me. That's the connection that I have to Ghost. And every time somebody brings that up, I get super, super excited. I'm like, hell yeah, somebody else gets it. Somebody else understands the awesomeness that is Ghost. So
yeah, I love Ghost. Absolutely.
Tell them about the guy that gave you the hat. Just a random
Okay,
guy. This was so cool.
So Rockin' Pod in Nashville. This was back in March. So we're at the podcast mixer. It was at this bowling alley / restaurant / bar / concert hall. And so all the podcasters were all, congregating in this one little room. And I met one of the other podcasters. I can't remember what show it was. But he had a Ghost ball cap. And I looked at him. I said, how much do you want for the ball cap? I want that hat. So he took it off and he handed it to me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That was sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime somebody mentions Ghost, I'm like, yeah, buddy. Absolutely.
That's great. That's absolutely great.
So.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. My mom. Yeah. First concert. She tells me this all the time. That is so cool that she got to see the Stones.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Awesome. My first concert, Mickey, I think one of the band members was your age, Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
That was my first concert.
All right.
Back in 1998. That was my first concert.
She went from Backstreet Boys right to rock and roll. Nothing in between.
Exactly. There was no great and nothing in between. You go from Backstreet Boys, and my next concert was Kiss.
Okay, that's a change of pace.
Can I say? What can I say?
I went from country to rock and roll.
That was because of my parents. They taught me the way. They showed me the way when it comes to music. So
Alice Cooper was my first concert. So after Alice Cooper, he just I had to see more.
I was actually a stage actress in a Cooper tribute back in, I want to say 2015. No, 2014. Yeah. It's cool. All right.
Yeah. So if someone had come to you or if they come to you and ask for advice, they're just starting out in the music field, like, they want to play guitar or they want to sing or, however, what advice would you give them?
That's a good question. You guys ask good questions. I'm always like, having to think, which I like. So I would say one of the most important things is discipline. Discipline is just such a key thing. Motivation is amazing because you're always motivated to push. But there are a lot of times where you can lose motivation. Motivation doesn't stick around forever. And there are some days where you wake up and you're just like, do I want to do this? Do I want to keep doing this? Developing discipline is the biggest thing you can do because no matter what, you always know that you're going to stay consistent. And listen, we all fall sometimes where it's like, okay, we even lose discipline, but it is always key to stay like that. Always push and dream big because there's no shame in dreaming big. There is no shame in it. Because eventually with discipline, you will at least get to somewhere where you want to be.
Right.
You keep pushing and you keep pushing. Well, okay, even at the end of the day, maybe you don't end up getting that big dream that you wanted. But it brought you somewhere, and I know it's cheesy, but sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Exactly.
About the journey.
Like the Aerosmith song, life's a journey, not a destination, right?
Exactly. So I think that's one thing you have to evaluate is, like, especially, like, I don't know, for me, it's, now that I've been doing this for a while, you start to cherish the little moments where it's like, maybe you didn't even realize, like I don't know, because I've been, like, doing this, like, I've been under Mickey Lyxx now for, like, 3 years. And I look back on it, and it's like, I'm having so much fun right now, but then I look back on it where, like, there's times where it's like, when I first formed my live band and we were playing out, and it was just like, those are memories that I will always remember because it's like it felt like a family to me. And it's still like, for instance, the drummer who I started out with as a kid, his name's Steve McQueen. I wanted to drag him on today, but it was like too late. I was like, shit. Next time we do this, I gotta bring him on. He's just a monster drummer, and it's just watching like him grow alongside of me, and like he's my family. He's still in my band and stuff, and we do stuff together all the time. It's cherishing those little moments, and I think that's something that when you're starting out, you have to cherish every moment. You have to enjoy every moment. You have to just live and have fun, stay disciplined, and you'll succeed in some degree, even if it's the slightest. You know, feel pride of that. You know, and don't feel discouraged. Don't, you know, I like don't. A lot of people have this mistake, I feel, where they see someone who's, I don't like to use the term better than them, because music, to me, not even just art, is subjective. Music is art, and art is subjective. Just because you don't like it doesn't make it bad. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah,
it's art. So it's not about comparing yourself to others. Never do that. Because, like, I love the quote, comparison is the thief of joy. Just live your life and just have fun and just do what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing. And I think that will help you just reach whatever you want to reach in music and in art in general.
Right. Because everybody has their own way. So, you know, express your way. Right. I get it. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to go back to the board here for a quick second. With that in mind, guys, we are running out of time, so get your final questions in for Mickey. Anything you want to know, post it in the comments. And again, Facebook viewers, please put your name next to your question.
So we know who you are.
So we can give you credit. So this viewer, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Be cool to hear who your favorite guitar heroes are.
Ooh, see, now this is nice. This is nice because it's just I could just ramble on. So I think I listed it out with like Eddie Van Halen, Steve Vai, Jason Becker, Paul Gilbert, you know, Betancourt, Jackie Vincent, obviously. This is where I'm gonna forget people. I hate it. Warren DeMartini, George Slade, because there's just, you know why? Because there's so many people that even if I'm not like hugely obsessed with their playing, it's something little that I take from it, and I'm like, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yngwie Malmsteen, Jakey Lee. I'm a huge fan of all the instrumental guitar players because they just, you have to create melody without voice, and it's something about that is very cool. So I would say a lot of the people I named, definitely. But I would say as of right now, my top is definitely probably Paul Gilbert. I love Paul Gilbert. It's just like his playing is always mesmerizing to me.
Let me see. Rebel Heart Entertainment. It was a pleasure working with him and Wild Street. I can't wait to work together again. Absolutely. Thank you for your comment.
That's Teresa. Yes. Hi, Teresa. Yes. So you're in Wild Street as well?
I'm not. No, I just filled in for a show.
Oh, for a show. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not associated. No.
Okay.
Mickey, I got a funny question for you. So in all your time,
thank you for your question.
In your time, you know, playing live shows and maybe tell us some funny stories from overseas, but what's the weirdest thing you've ever encountered with a fan?
Oh, weirdest thing I've ever encountered.
Oh yeah. These questions.
I feel like there's stuff that I can say and stuff that I can't say. You know, because some people can get a little too, and I don't want to expose anyone.
Oh no. What have I done?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to think of like I would just say like
there's no rules on this show, by the way. This is not a family friendly show, so you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but still, I know. But I like to try to stay respectful, and I don't want to cross any boundaries sometimes. I would just say when we were in Europe, there were a few things that happened that I was just like, okay, like, this is just a fun one. For instance, this isn't anything offsides inappropriate. there was this guy that came like he jumped up on stage during the encore for one of the, I think it was the Poland shows, and it was just like he started yelling in the mic. But when I say it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, because the microphone had like so much reverb on it, and he was yelling, and he just sounded like a wrestling announcer, and I was just like second the riff. So the riff was just like a straight through. And like having to hold that, but this guy's yelling and he's just like making no sense, and I'm losing it. I'm trying to hold myself together. That was really funny. And then like, you know, even on Long Island, because like this is where I make my living here, just playing locally and just spreading the word around. But then obviously I do my overseas stuff. I've definitely encountered a few funny things here now and then, because like, you know, like I have my original music, but then I also do cover band. Like I'll be in a couple cover bands just to keep myself fresh and play out.
Yeah.
I feel like I've definitely dealt with some funny stories with that. But I would say definitely just as a funny story, that's a good one.
That's cool.
That is a good one.
I like it. Yeah.
Funny stories. All right, so yeah, we are running out of time here. We want to get you on your way so you can enjoy the rest of your evening. Anything final from you, like final thoughts, anything else that's on your mind that you want to share with us? Maybe shout outs, you want to say hi to anybody?
Yeah, well, I just, just friends and family, mom and dad watching, hello, anyone watching at home, I just excited for the future. I think that's really it. It's just kind of taking it by day and just getting more and more excited for people who are local. And even if you're not local, maybe if you're just looking at a road trip to see me.
There you go. I was thinking that when I saw what you posted about your July 14th show, I was like, if only I could get out there to see
you. If you
you.
could road trip it, that'd be amazing, because that's going to be a really good show, and that's going to be the show before we leave for Europe. If you road trip it, that would be awesome.
That would be so cool.
So, but just anyone like watching, if you're on Long Island or you're somewhere near or just want a road trip, Holy Mother is going to be playing 89 North July 14th at in Patchogue, New York. Doors open at 7. We go on at 8, and then Emerald Rising is going to go on at 10. That's going to be a phenomenal night, and you'll get to see because obviously we're going to be in Germany, so people are not going to really be able to get to see our live experience. But if you want to see it and you don't want to miss it, 100% get there. And then in Germany, anyone from Europe, if you're watching, we're going to be in Germany. And I can't, like I said, there's one thing I really want to say, but I can't say it right now. But you might find out within the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. But the other festival is Headbangers Open Air, and that one I'm super excited for. And that's going to be July 29th. It's a Saturday, and it's gonna be a ball, and I'm so excited. And then even on the island, like, just stay tuned for any dates coming up. I'm always putting them up, and I'm always playing, always posting content. Feel free to reach out, and just thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the support.
And very, very important before you go, we want you to plug your socials, your website. Where can everybody find out about you and what you do?
Okay, so if you want to find me, you can find me. Facebook is just Mickey Lyxx. That's my page. Instagram at Mickey_Lyxx. YouTube Mickey Lyxx. And then my website is www.mickeylyxx.com. Keeping it simple.
I like that.
We like to keep things simple. We don't like to overcomplicate anything. I don't want to get confused.
We got one more question. I'm going to go to the board here in just a second, but I want to give my final thoughts. First of all, Mickey, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm glad I was able to do a full-length episode this time, now that I'm not under the weather, so this has been great. And also, again, shout out to Mama Mary. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, girl, you're a fighter. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Absolutely. You got this. You got
back
this.
to the board. One final question. I think Teresa, what is the nicest thing a fan has done for you?
Oh, this is, I feel like I have a lot of good stories which I'm happy about, with like good things that have happened. And they're just going to kind of ramble on as I go. So, well, one thing was when we were in Europe, there was a lot of, cause the band is bigger in Europe. So there was a lot of moments where it was just like it was cool. So I remember waiting. There was like a group of people waiting outside before sound check,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just like, "Mickey, can you sign this?" I'm like, "You know me?" I'm like, "How do you know me? You sure it's not like someone else, like me?" Like, yeah.
Oh,
I had someone show up to one of the shows with prints of me, like, and like, you know what was impressive was the prints they had of me were like tour exclusive prints that I wasn't like, you had to be at the show to have. So I didn't know how this kid got this. He had these prints of me. It's like, "Mickey, I love you. Could you sign this?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
wow.
I was like, "This is." I was just looking. I'm like, it didn't like get my mind until I was done. I was like, "How does he have that?" There's been a lot of like, even what was it? I played a show like in November, and of course I parked my car in a place it shouldn't have been parked.
Oh no.
I didn't know that, and I came into the venue like when I was packing up, like, I got a fucking ticket, and we were packing up, and these like two fans came up to me. I think it was two or three, and they're like, "We're gonna pay for your ticket." I'm like, "You don't have to do that," and it was just so sweet. It was so sweet. They paid for my ticket, and I felt so bad. I was like, "You guys are so sweet."
Oh,
And because like I was like upset because I'm like, all the money I made tonight is now going to a parking ticket.
oh, and they paid it for you.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are the best. So and there's just been like little moments of just like, you know, even just little compliments that I get, are just like, it means a lot to me. Even like we what is it? We played a show in August, not August, yeah, August. Randy Jackson of Zebra, who's a big, you know, he's a big personality on the island. He came up to me. He's like, "I've heard so much about you," and like this and that. I'm just sitting here like, "You know me?"
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's just been amazing, and I've just been, you know, I'm thankful for everyone who gives support.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Lou, over to you.
Oh, right. So, what's the what do you like most about being a musician?
Oh, it's all about having a good time at the end of the day. I think that's just the best part about it. Is like,
That's it.
we
Yeah.
all have our art and our passion, but at the end of the day, you know, just love to have fun. And listen, maybe some people aren't like that, but I'm like that. I just want to have a good time and have fun in life, and just do what I'm doing.
That's good.
Just love it.
Yes. Oh. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mickey, for coming to Front Row Promotions again, and glad that Kandi could be part of this interview with you and everything. So yes, we're sending out our love to you, and you are welcome to come again and again. Never feel, you know, that you can't be. You're welcome here. You're family now. So
thank you so much. I can't wait to be back, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes,
you're welcome anytime.
you're welcome.
So Lisa's going to go offline. If you wouldn't mind just staying on with us for a moment, Mickey, if you're cool with it.
100%.
So we want to reschedule you again for when you come back from Germany. So, because I want to hear all about it, and I want everybody else to hear about it as well.
I got you. We'll do that.
Awesome. All right. So I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank everybody for their questions and tuning in and the blowing up the board. And, you know, it's just so cool when everybody has their compliments and tuning in with the questions. So just want to say thank you again, Nikki.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And this has been a beautiful interview with Mickey Lyxx. And thank you again. And we will have him back. And this has been Front Row Promotions with Lisa, Kandi, and Mickey Lyxx. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, support live music, support music in the making, and music everywhere. Bye now. Front Row Promotions.